comment. Number 52, please.
Good evening. My name is Amrit Parmar, and I just started 9th grade at Emerson. I wanted to share these comments at the June 19th board meeting, which was unexpectedly rescheduled. Here they are. On June 1st, I turned 5,148 days old, the same age as Emmett Till when he was killed after being profiled by a non-STEM educated woman. This past year, I was profiled twice at school. Once on March 19th when the student next to me could not be quiet during a lockdown drill, and again on June 3rd after submitting a Holocaust essay. Both times, vague behavioral accusations were made by non-STEM educated staff, which continues to scare me. It also created an opaque and unfair paper trail that risks lasting legal and reputational consequences. These incidents affect the amygdala and hippocampus, the parts of the brain that regulate memory and emotional control. In my family's meditative Punjabi culture, those calm brain regions are trained for science, discipline, and critical thinking. But repeated invalidation causes impulsivity, which often results in school shootings in your culture, and family strife and suicides in mine. That's why I exercise my rights under California Assembly Bill 665, which allows students aged 12 and older to self-consent to care from a STEM-educated MD psychiatrist or PhD psychologist. Even though this bill was originally envisioned to allow school social workers to provide gender therapy against parental consent, as written, it also allows intellectual students to seek second opinions in order to prevent misdiagnosis by non-STEM educated LMFTs and social workers. The liberal misuse of scientific terms by unlicensed, untrained staff is a form of profiling. It blurs ethical boundaries and, frankly, amounts to practicing psychiatry without a license. A civil rights violation compounded by the fact that it is always communicated in a regional, non-standard English dialect which is triggering itself. Using non-standard English phrases like reaching out and letting you know not only excludes native English speakers from South Asia and South Cook County, it comes off as cognitively dissonant when it is paired with diagnostic terms such as oppositional, defiant, tangential, inappropriate, deeply concerned, and very disappointing. When used to describe ambiguous conduct, this confusing dialect gap leaves families like mine unable to meaningfully engage and thus disenfranchised. This exclusionary language does not belong in schools. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment. Number 3, please.
Thank you. This is the rest of his speech. What I'm asking DJUSD to do: inform all students by age 12 of their legal right to avoid being profiled under AB 665 by self-consenting to STEM-based professionals such as an MD psychiatrist or a PhD psychologist who can rebuke the profiling. Stop the liberal profiling by non-STEM staff. Fights or swearing may warrant referral. Anything else should go to science. Keep your judging off my amygdala and hippocampus. End the liberal misuse of the term mental health professional. LMFTs and social workers are not STEM-based clinicians and do not practice trauma-informed care. This leads to boundary violations and harm. Staff must be trained to know their limits and avoid the Dunning-Kruger effect. Create a separate quiet space for students who identify as stimmers and cannot remain silent during lockdown drills, so all students remain safe during school shooter scenarios. Safety is no accident. Approve my H-1B club for students from highly intellectual STEM families or those who identify as H-1B to share calm mind techniques and learn how to use AI to respond succinctly to liberal profiling by non-STEM staff without getting pulled into time-wasting arguments, so intellectual families continue to treat your gunshot victims, deliver your babies, prescribe your stimming medications, and build your infrastructure. And let's emancipate our schools from non-STEM profiling this Juneteenth, and let's make Davis great again. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment. Number 1, please.